Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to hold a knife while you're sharpening it, or at least how I like to do it. Today we're sharpening this Shun Santoku for a customer. I just finished setting the initial bevel, getting a burr on each side, and taking out a few large, well, not large chips, but a lot of chipping on the edge. So we're ready to move on to the 320 Sharpening glass stone. So in this video, I'm really just going to be talking about how to hold the knife, and that's about it. I'll be releasing more videos in this series talking about the other important aspects of sharpening. So with a kitchen knife like this, I like to hold it almost like you're going to go and use it. So in a pinch grip, you got your fingers wrapping around the handle, your thumb sits here, it can slide up and down depending on the width of the blade and on your preference, and your index finger is up nice and close to the edge. Your hand wraps around to stabilize it, goes on the stone. Your other hand, your supporting hand, 3 fingers, going to sit right here on the face of the blade, right above the edge. You're going to get about as close down to the edge as you can, because that's going to help you direct pressure where you need it. So you don't want to put your fingers up here, because then you're fighting this hand. You're pushing it, the blade down with your right supporting hand, and this hand, the one holding the knife, has to do the work of holding it up. This hand should be primarily controlling the angle and moving the knife forward and back. It's not applying much pressure. The supporting hand, that applies the downward pressure. So you want to press right here above the edge bevel, as close as you can get to the edge bevel without rubbing your fingers on the stone, because that'll abrade your fingers and will get uncomfortable after a while. So you can set down 3 fingers. We'll start at the heel. I like to use my left thumb, or my handle thumb, the thumb of the hand holding the handle of the knife, to apply some pressure down here at the heel just to help me out. Down there, going to find our angle, and we're going to push forwards and backwards, just like this. Our left hand, the hand holding the knife, is just maintaining our angle, and the right hand is applying the downward pressure. Just like that. And then I'm going to move up the blade, and we're going to work it in sections. A lot of times when I come up to the tip, I like to switch to 2 fingers, just so I can get right up here. The 3rd finger would be falling off. So switch to 2 fingers and get the tip. There you go. So that's one side done. Let's take a look at our bevel. We've still got a little bit to clean up. That doesn't really matter here. It's not what we're focusing on. Just talking about how to hold the knife. So now we're going to switch hands. And I like to switch, when I switch sides, I like to switch hands. So I go to my right hand, you mirror the grip, your index finger, thumb, pinch, hand wraps around the handle like this. And the exact grip is going to depend on what's comfortable for you. Some people like to put a finger up here. I've tried that. I find I get more control like this. That's a personal preference. So we're going to go on the stone. Our supporting hand comes in here, and same thing, forwards and backwards. Nice even strokes. You want to use as much of that stone as possible so it wears evenly. And the longer a stroke you take, the faster you're going to go. And then move up. And I'm going, this is like this is like medium speed. You don't have to go this fast. Go as fast as you feel comfortable doing. It's going to be personal preference, and speed will come with skill. But it's important to form the skill first before you go to working on speed. Take a look at our edge. It's doing great. It's coming up nice. So same thing, we're going to switch back. Fingers go here. Hand in a pinch grip. And now I'm going to go a little bit faster, and you'll see what it looks like when you're kind of putting it all together. And with your knife, you want to hold it ideally at kind of this 45-degree angle here where it crosses your stone. And that's going to make it easier to push and pull. It's going to make this motion easier because you can push straight out from your body instead of having to come around like this and push directly out. Say maybe hold the knife at a weird angle. So it's going to make the push easier. It'll also make it easier to control your angle. Because imagine you're here, your knife can move easily back and forth. It can roll. Because you're putting the pressure this way and you're moving this way. So it's easy to get a sweeping motion as you go back and forth. You hold it at this 45-degree angle. Now you're moving this way and you have the edge supporting you laterally down the edge. You have this support. So you're pushing it this way with your finger to apply pressure, but with your arm, you're pushing it this way. So the edge helps support you. So it's harder to roll because so much of the force is going this way. So you have a lot more edge supporting you. It's going to help you hold the angle, and you'll also have more edge contact, so you'll go faster because you have a larger surface area contacting the stone. What you really want to focus on with this hand that's holding the knife is that your wrist stays really locked. So the wrist is locked straight, forwards and backwards, and the movement is really coming from your shoulder. Your shoulder is moving your entire forearm forwards and backwards. Like this, wrist stays locked. So you can come in here, support hand, forwards and backwards. Wrist is locked in place. Move along the edge. And then as you come into the belly section, you want to lift your whole arm up. So the wrist stays locked, and your whole forearm is coming up as you come into the belly section. And Big Brown Bear has a good video on this. I'll link his video talking about how he likes to hold knives and handle the curve and stuff. But essentially, you're going to bring the angle up in relation to this curve. So you see as it curves up, it's the same thing here. You're going to match that curve by bringing the knife up as you sharpen, like that. And that'll work for gentle to moderate bellies. I'm going to come in here. My wrist is locked on my knife holding hand. Support hand applying the pressure. And I just go forwards and backwards. I'll show you how I'll hold a different knife. This is a Spyderco Pair 3. So you can do pretty much the same thing. Take it in a pinch grip like this. And it's going to depend on the knife, how exactly you pinch it. But a simple pinch grip, 3 fingers on the blade, and then back and forth. I'm still holding it at this 45-degree angle, but on some knives, to get back in here around the plunge grind, you'll have to angle. So I put this choil in here, which makes it easier to get back into the plunge grind, that area. But on some knives, you'll have to come up like this to really get up in there, especially on Spydercos that don't have a choil. But on this one, I can do it very similarly to the kitchen knife. On a small blade like this, I'll often do 2 fingers, one in front, one in back, just like this. And I won't end up moving my hand much, my supporting hand. And we're going to switch sides, pinch grip, supporting hand on the blade, forwards and backwards. And you'll see as I get to the tip, just pull up slightly to match this curve. So if I lay the blade down, I can pull up just like that to match the curve. And this is a Veneve resin bonded diamond stone in F800. That's the side I'm on right now, and then the other side is F1200. And this is their Phoenix series. Here's our finished edge on the Pair 3 after some stropping. Came out really nice off this Veneve 1200. Super good edge. Alright, that is all we have for today. Thank you all for watching. All the likes, comments, subscribes really means a lot to me. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to do all that stuff. Hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think. If you've tried any of the stuff I showed you today, let me know how it went for you. I'd love to know. And I will see you all on the next one. As always, Have a wonderful day, and peace.